Hello, ladies and gentlemen from the internet. We are back at the Fantasy Connection, and we are going to draft from the first spot, 10-team PPR. I've already done the number 2 and number 3 spot. We're going to go all the way up to 10, and then I'll probably do it for 12-team 2. First pick is obvious this year. I think you're crazy if you don't take Christian McCaffrey. He was the best player in football last season, barring maybe Lamar Jackson. But I typically don't take QB early, so here we go. Christian McCaffrey is on our team. Since our pick of Christian McCaffrey, we're going to scroll through here on the right of all the guys picked. No quarterbacks yet, which, I think is smart of the people drafting, but I kind of like when quarterbacks go early in a 1 QB league because it pushes the top talent down. Obviously, I like most of these guys because it's the early rounds. We'll go through later on guys that I'm sad went. I'm sad on most of these guys that went. And we're up here pretty quickly. I got some guys highlighted I hope fall. Oh, man. And both of them went. Kelsey and Mixon. Still have a few guys. What happened to Tyreek the other day? I'm pretty sure he got hurt. Hamstring. That's not really a good sign. I'm going to go Godwin here because I know I want him. Christian McCaffrey, Godwin. Pretty good start. I have another pick. I'd like to get another running back because I can just see it being very light before we get back, but I don't think any of these guys are worth it when I can get a top-tier guy. I know he pulled his hamstring, but I just assume he'll be back. 15 seconds here, getting down on the clock. He'll be a few days. I'm going to draft him. I thought about DJ Moore there because I do like him as well, but Tyreek Hill is just he's a weapon when you have him. He can win you the week, and I got Godwin, so he's a good baseline guy. He's going to catch a lot of balls. We're back here, and since our pick of Tyreek Hill, all these guys on the right went. Obviously, I said I like DJ Moore. I do like Chris Carson as well. Allen Robinson's a good pick. Round 4, Patrick Mahomes. You can't beat that. Round 4, Lamar Jackson. You can't beat that. That's kind of where I actually take those stud quarterbacks. Is round 3, round 4. I think it's acceptable. A lot of times you'll see them go in the first round, though, and I just can't get behind that. All right. I really would like to get some more running backs here because I know they're going to be light. It's hard. I'm going to go Robert Woods, actually. I just like him this late. And then I'm going to go Jonathan Taylor here. I think by the end of the year, he's a stud. That offensive line is great. So we're starting off with Christian McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, Godwin, Tyreek Hill, and Robert Woods. I like the team so far. I definitely need to stock up on a few more running backs soon because they fall off quick, and I don't like being low on running backs. I'm not keeping this team. It's just a mock, but that's where we're weak right now. We got our 3 starters for the wide receiver and the flex position easily. Christian McCaffrey, obviously you're never taking him off your team starting lineup unless he's injured. And we're back here. Since our pick of Robert Woods and Jonathan Taylor, there's some other guys that have obviously went. Keenan Allen that late's pretty good. I do like Dak this year, but I'd like to get him later. Usually he falls a little further. DK Metcalf I like. Lockett I like. Le'Veon Bell I like. DJ Chark is a guy I really like as well. Gallup, I think he's going to be great too. I know people are a little soured on him since they took CeeDee Lamb, but I still think Gallup has a great year. I got some guys queued up here, obviously. As I mentioned, my RB2 spot is the weak one right now since we don't know when Jonathan Taylor is going to start. We don't know when he's going to take over the position, but I do think by the end of the year that's my 2 starters. But I need to get some guys that have value early on so we can let Taylor sit and just make sure he's actually playing. Just looking at the board here, I got a bunch of running backs queued up, 5 of them, I guess, that I like still. I'm going to take Montgomery. I think he's guaranteed carries They just don't really have another like running back there. They have Cohen, but he's a catch guy. He's small. He's not the goal line guy. And the Bears have a really good schedule to start off the season, and that's just something I always look for. Now, I do like Hollywood Brown as a like kind of late round guy that I think could explode, but we have kind of our three starters here at wide receiver and flex as long as Tyreek gets healthy again. And I'm going to take Mostert. I know a lot of people don't think he's, there's too many running backs there and he doesn't catch the ball and all this stuff. But if you watched the tape on Mostert last year, the guy is just electric. And I think the coaching staff's seen that. I know that they traded away Breida, and I know he requested a trade. Mostert did, but they talked, and I guess they're on good terms now, so I'm going to go with them. Getting some more running back depth here, which is good, and we'll be back. All right, so since David Montgomery and Raheem Mostert pick, here's the guys that went on the right. I like Mark Ingram. I know a lot of people are down on him, but I think he holds the job for one more season, and that's a great offense. Devontae Parker I like. Ooh, Hollywood Brown goes. I was just looking at him and hoping he would fall. Just 2 more picks as we were talking about him before at the last pick. So the fact that he was still there this close was crazy. Looking, obviously, I haven't got too many people. I had a few people in queue, but a lot of them went. I'm going to take Brandon Cooks here. I think there's a chance he takes over Will Fuller and is the main guy for Deshaun Watson. Obviously, Hopkins is gone, and they have to throw to someone. Stocking up on wide receiver and running back, as always. It's kind of my go-to. Unless a QB or tight end I really love falls, I don't even really think about it. I'm going to go with Jordan Howard here, starting running back for the Miami Dolphins. There's not many guaranteed starters here left. I don't think Breida takes over that job. I think Howard can hold on to it, and it's good to have depth. All right, since we picked Brandon Cooks and Jordan Howard, here's the guys who went on the right. Steelers D. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. I'll probably say it a million times if I keep making these videos. Don't draft a defense before like the last couple rounds. It's really just a waste of pick. You need depth. People get hurt. This is football. We only got 17 seconds, which puts me like in a rough spot here. Let's look at guys I know I want. Let's go Ruggs, just in case he explodes. You never know. Not the greatest offense. Looking at QB here, lots of guys I still like. Looking at tight end here, lots of guys I still like. Ooh, tough. On the clock. Trying to figure it out. Who do I like? Who's some bench filler here? I'm going to go Hayden Hurst. I don't know why. I just keep thinking Atlanta offense. They need more pass catchers. I know Julio's great and Ridley's great, but that Matt Ryan looks for that guy, especially in the red zone typically. So starting lineup right now: McCaffrey, Taylor, Godwin, Hill, Hurst, Woods. On the bench: Montgomery, Mostert, Cooks, Howard, Ruggs. We still have 2 bench spots to fill. We need a QB. That's what we'll be looking for next. After Ruggs and Hayden Hurst went to us, these are the guys on the right that went. Kicker, wait for kickers as well. Dumb. I know it's Kansas City, but come on, it's a kicker. Matt Ryan goes. I like him this late. It's a good draft pick. Wentz. I got guys on my board here that I really like. We got 2 bench spots to fill. I'm taking this guy this late. I think he takes over. Antonio Gibson. I do like Vaughn as well, but I want to get Breeze this late. He's just my late round guy. I like him over Big Ben and over Cam, who are my 2 kind of other late round guys that could be good. So we're going to take Breeze. Looking good so far. 1 more bench spot to fill, and then you're done listening to my voice, and we can go over how the team looks. Since we took Breeze, here's the players that went. Hardman this late is a good dart throw. He's obviously on the best offense in football. Other guys, Watkins, I'm kind of done with him. He's just burned so many people. Rager goes. That's who I was thinking of for my last bench spot. But we're going to go. I know I'm running back crazy. I know. I'm going to go Vaughn. We're going to figure out if he's the starter pretty quickly. I didn't think that their other running back, Jones, is that great. Is it Jones? I forget. Yeah, I just never really liked him. Pick our defense real quick here, just the Colts, because I think they have a great week 1. So let's go through the starting lineup. Breeze, McCaffrey, Taylor, Godwin, Hill, Hurst, Robert Woods, Colts D. On the bench, we got Montgomery, Mostert, Cooks, Jordan Howard, Henry Ruggs, Antonio Gibson, and Keyshawn Vaughn. Obviously, week 1, unless Marlon Mack goes down and Jonathan Taylor is the guy, we're going to replace him probably with Montgomery, because I know the Bears have an easy beginning schedule. So it'll probably be Montgomery week 1 if we kept this team. Obviously, this is just a mock, so we're not keeping them. Not a bad team. I love having Christian McCaffrey, obviously, for the 1 pick. That's awesome to get him and just know that, unless he goes down, he's going to be amazing. But typically, I don't like drafting this early. And now that we've done 1, 2, and 3, we will move on to the later picks in the draft and see if we like those teams more. Again, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you, especially if you made it this far. I typically don't want to say the like and subscribe thing, but I definitely would appreciate it if you like the video or subscribe or comment. If you have any questions about your team, any ideas for future videos, I'd love to hear it. Thanks again.